Do you want to be a welder and you're stuck in high school? Well, stay tuned for some things you can practice to get you ready for welding school. So we're going to talk about those of you who are enrolled in a high school welding class and you're just itching to get out the door and get going because you want to come to an exceptional welding program after you graduate. So you want to know what you want to practice on. First and foremost, focus on the quality and consistency. I know you want to move forward and get off of this and get off of that and get off of the next thing, but follow your current instructor's lead. Welding is about repetition. It is not about getting off of one thing to get to the next thing. So you don't focus on getting off of flat welding to move to horizontal welding. Focus on getting good at flat welding to get to horizontal welding. As you advance through those processes, then you're going to become a very, very seasoned welder, and you're going to have lots of knowledge and skill that will evolve. So I would take one step at a time, whichever process you're on. If you're on the MIG process, focus on the consistency of the weld and watch that puddle. Make sure your angles are right. If you're currently welding on the stick process, if it's a 60-10, make sure you're doing a really good job of putting each ripple pattern in so that your welds have that nice, consistent, stacked dime sort of look. If you're welding with the 70-18, again, the consistency and the angle is key. Hold a really short arc. That way you don't get porosity on your starts and on your restarts. If you're working on the TIG process and you're advanced pretty far for a high school student, which is really awesome, take your time. Make sure you keep a clean tungsten. If you start welding continuously, once you've dipped the tungsten or it's contaminated, the quality of your weld is going to go down and your instructor is just going to say what? That's right, do it again. So if you stick the tungsten, take a few minutes, clean the tungsten, and go back to work. If you focus on those things, then you're going to really advance in your high school program, and that's going to get you ready for welding school. But now let's talk about the non-welding student. So you're interested in welding, you saw a couple videos, and you think, man, this would be a great trade. You've done your research, and you know that welders are sought after in America. We're 300,000 or more welders short, but you didn't get the opportunity to take a welding class in high school. The class was full maybe, or maybe you were thinking about a different skilled career like diesel mechanics or auto tech, but now welding is sort of really rolling through your brain and you're interested in it. So what can you do now to start to get ahead? Start focusing on your hand and eye coordination. Welding is a skill that has to be learned and developed, and you can train for that. Focus on allowing your body to do two things at the same time. So for instance, you would do that old adage of patting your head while you're rubbing your stomach. Two different things by two different hands is going to get you ready for welding. Start focusing on the details and the consistency. Do you sign your name real sloppy, or do you make each signature look the same? Because when you start welding, that weld is your signature, and each weld is going to have to look consistently the same throughout the whole process. So those are just some few small things that you can do when you want to try to get ready for a welding school, but you don't have a welding class currently in high school.
So hopefully you guys like this video. We'll be putting out more videos on our YouTube channel, so subscribe to that. And also check out our website. We have links, and we also have shop for clothing and a virtual tour. Until next time, see you there.